I am not subscribing to girlfriend allowance until I am certain this is going to be my wife.
Correction. As me as I am, as me am now. If any man is coming into my life, come as a whole person.
Exactly.
Because me.
So you want a whole person?
Exactly.
He isn't your daddy.
No, we like to be daddy sometimes.
Oh my! Going on at this set.
Love and money is a delicate dance. But tell me, do you think allowance breeds a healthy relationship or an unhealthy one? Let's explore this conversation on today's episode of the Red Room Dialogue. I am Petra Ode, your host, and you are very much welcome. The topic is girlfriend allowance, a good idea or a terrible one? I will be seeing you right after the break. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back. This is still the Red Room Dialogue, and without further ado, let's jump right into introducing our guest. First, I have with me the amazing Bolawa Olawore in the building. Welcome! How are you?
I am great. I'm fantastic. How are you doing, Petra?
I'm very well.
You look amazing too, though.
As always, you look.
We like to give them, so yeah.
Moving on to a very special guest. He is a financial analyst and his name is Tunde Tani. Welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look chill.
Thank you. I know.
I always say this thing. I don't know if it's correct, but hey, this is the calm before the storm.
Definitely.
How would you think that?
But, we will come back to this conversation later in the day.
Okay.
And to the last guest in the show, who is a known face and also a very good friend of the show. Her name is Olutayo Oyeniro, a media entrepreneur. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Petra, for having me.
It's good to always see your face and have you here.
Always good to be here. This is my first time this year. Yeah, I gotta put that out in the open.
Don't mind them. That's why Balawa is laughing. That's what they always say.
Are you trying to wink?
Yeah,
Are you trying to wink?
I don't know.
It looked like something fell into your eyes. Are you fine? Are you having a seizure?
This is still my show, and the topic is still girlfriend allowance. Yeah. So, the financial analyst in our midst, tell us, is girlfriend allowance a thing? And if it is a thing, what is girlfriend allowance?
I mean, this is 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. I don't know if people still ask themselves out. Will you be my girlfriend?
Oh my God, they definitely do.
They do.
Okay, but if you have gotten to that point, I feel like girlfriend allowance is not an immediate, it shouldn't be an immediate endeavor. It's probably take a minute. I'll say probably the first 6 months. We should actually, take good. The girl can look after herself for the first year herself. Because if you are dating, are we dating to get married, or we are dating just to
you know when those
kill
apps do free trial until so and
exactly.
Yeah. But that one is 7 days. It's only 1 year free trial.
And then after
probation period. It should be probation period. You have to know
Okay.
she's your girl, she's your person before you can subscribe to that type of idea.
Okay, noted. Okay, cool. But what is girlfriend allowance?
I don't have a girlfriend that I pay allowance, so I wouldn't know. but there are ways to understand this thing from the perspective of just using common sense.
Okay.
If you are to go into business with somebody, you have to trust the person. Getting money is not easy now. This is tipping era.
So I'm confused. So that thing that you love is money, right?
Yeah, because you had something before you met the girl. You had money. You had the love of money.
You are just smiling.
I have a lot to say.
You are just smiling. Say something.
say.
You are just smiling. What is girlfriend allowance? And are you already agreeing to his school of thought, or you have a slightly different opinion?
Yeah, kind of agree with this notion, but also have a slightly different opinion. And for me, socially speaking, girlfriend allowance is a thing, and not just in Nigeria, all over the world. It is a thing.
Preach.
And do I think it's cool? Absolutely not.
Oh.
Because I would want to use myself as an example, right? I don't think it's cool because if you are a female, young or old, and you're going into a relationship, it shouldn't be part of your plan that I'm going into the relationship so that I could earn a certain amount consistently every month.
I got you.
So now that said, you should check it, because if a guy is consistently depositing a certain amount into somebody's account, is either you're rendering a service, so that already makes it transactional.
Straight up.
So that's why I think it isn't cool.
I feel like you've already even answered part of the question I wanted to ask this. This will be directed to Bola. So now, from what they've said, and from your own POV point of view, if you do not know what it means, do you think that girlfriend allowance is a good idea, or it makes it transactional, as Tayo said?
The concept behind
Wait, guys. Balala is getting so serious. Say the truth.
just give me a minute.
Okay.
So the concept behind girlfriend allowance is actually a very interesting concept, because it's interesting. You give somebody a certain amount of money because they're your girlfriend and you want to take care of them. I feel like it's thoughtfulness, it's care, because there are some girls that, like me for example, I have once been on the receiving end of this girlfriend allowance thing.
Oh,
I'm
coming for you.
And I remember how it came to be, because I was unemployed and I was dating someone. I was unemployed, so I wasn't earning any money, and I was still in school. So I was dating someone that was like earning like more than enough. And I remember one time I went for an interview and I came back. I was disappointed, and he was like, stop stressing yourself. How much do you want them to pay you? And I said the amount, and he was like, just come, I'm going to pay you the money.
For how long
Was
did
he
he
consistent?
pay?
Yeah, it's more than a year.
Oh, that's a great guy.
That's more than a year. And it was just a very nice thing to do, because I'm not the kind of person that I would need like little things and I would say, I want to make my hair, can you please give me money? I don't like those sort of things. So he doing that was just like very thoughtful and it's like being intentional, like, okay, you know what, I want to ease your stress. I see that you're bothered about this thing. It was during COVID, everywhere was locked, I couldn't get a job, and we're just like, you know what, let me ease your stress. People always come and they say it's transactional, but the concept behind it is not like, I'm paying you to be my girlfriend. That's not.
No, you have contradicted yourself, because when you started talking, you said it is a certain amount paid to somebody because they are somebody's girlfriend. That was what you said.
Did I say that?
Yes, that was what you said.
I think you are misinterpreting it.
That was what you said. We could play back the tape.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. You give somebody a certain amount of money that, okay, maybe you like to pay for their hair, maybe you like to pay for their nails. There's this thing called girl maintenance, where you do your nails, you do like a self-care thing. Yeah. And maybe you like to pay for it. And you're just like, you know what, babe, I want to pay for this thing. And it's somehow like to be asking you every month that, babe, I need to pay. So you just say, okay, every month I'm going to just deposit a certain amount of money into your account.
Now let me just, kind of like cause a separation between the two. I love how she drove the conversation and how she landed it. But how she started it, maybe that wasn't what you were meaning to say. But you did say that, actually. So the thing is, if somebody, let's say you're dating a guy and you have been together for maybe a year, at least a sensible female should be able to take care of themselves for at least a year. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not the yardstick for the relationship anyways. True. So you should be able to do some certain things for yourself, for your self-esteem, quote unquote. Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's say after a year, you guys have gotten well acquainted, you know, your strengths, your weaknesses,
Exactly.
you're beginning to develop some sort of unbreakable bond.
Exactly.
And then this person has, for lack of better words, seen you finish, but not in a bad way. Like they know your
They just
core,
know
they know your low, they know your highs, and they look at you as a human being that if I give Bolawa 200,000 every 31st of every month, it would ease her in some sort of way. That is not supposed to be girlfriend allowance because there is a reason behind it. And that's why I said I love how she drove the conversation and landed. She talked about the intention.
I feel like the only thing that makes that conversation made sense to me at the time was when she rounded up saying it was during the COVID.
Exactly. And she had just, you know, went for an interview. She didn't get the job. She was disappointed. And somebody felt like this person may be going through something.
So let me do something
how much are they going to pay you for this job?
Exactly.
Because the person is thinking about your happiness.
Exactly.
The person is thinking about those things that money, if you were working and earning that amount, those things it could probably do for you.
Just called a pandemic for a reason.
So
I like the fact that you guys have chosen to on, you know, like my particular situation, because it just goes to show. Because a lot of people will just see girlfriend allowance that they are paying you to be the girlfriend. No, that is not the case. Well, from where I've seen it, and even my girlfriends that their boyfriends decide to like do these kind of things for them, it is not that way. It is not you can't pay somebody to be your girlfriend.
It's not necessarily pay someone to be your girlfriend. Most, I'm sorry, daft ladies, they would say, yeah, I deserve a girlfriend allowance because of that girl maintenance thing that you said. My hair, my nails, on a normal day, shouldn't you do your hair and nails?
Those basic things for yourself. Yeah.
I mean, when you get worked
He
up to
isn't
you,
your
know?
daddy.
Exactly.
The truth is, yeah, the intentions matter.
No, we like to be daddies sometimes. Though.
Oh my, going on at this
We like to be daddies sometimes, though.
Okay, daddy or not, the truth is the intention matters, yeah. But it's not just the intention of the giver. You as the receiver, you have to have the right mindset, because there are things that my gender, and I'm speaking because
when anybody says my gender, you just know that what you're going to say next is not a good thing.
That's why I call it my gender.
But we're on this table.
Because
we're on this table all the time.
We see a lot of us come out on social media and we just say, if you don't have 20 million naira, you can't date me. There is no stalking stage for you.
Name names,
And
you're talking about that girl that went to Honest Bunch podcast, Fred.
Kudos to her. But the truth about the matter is these people that come out and say these things, even on TikTok, funny part is Sadabot is even tush. There are some really
riffraffs,
for lack of better words, dirty looking ladies.
She has recruited.
No.
That was the pandemic. That was COVID. She recruited people during that period.
But you cannot,
she had already recruited
people. But you cannot
she had
always
given them the orientation.
Yeah.
So now they are standing on business.
But then again, it is one thing to take your horse to the river. It's another thing for that horse to drink. So
people are gullible sometimes.
Fickle-minded. That's a good angle. But my point exactly is this: you as the receiver, okay, your boyfriend just gave you 20,000 naira. He gave you the first month. Babe, take. Second month, you are thinking, babe, Alpha, you've not given my salary. Which salary? Your father in the house does not even used to give you 20k on a monthly basis. You that used to lie is you want to buy handout in school.
Petra, let me even share something interesting.
Please do.
Right, because this girlfriend allowance thing, a lot of people just like misconstrued what is supposed to be,
especially on social media.
Now picture this: Toke Makinwa. I love and respect Toke Makinwa. I mean, she's a mogul, business mogul in her right. I mean, she has bag line, she has perfume line, she's killing it in the media industry. So kudos. Let's say Etoke Makinwa comes out tomorrow and says, you know what? If any man is not putting 1.5 million naira in your account just to fix your nails every month, ditch that guy.
A lot of people subscribe to that thought.
They will.
Yeah, people subscribe to it.
Do you know why they would subscribe to that thought?
Because she has influence on them.
Influence. And because you necessarily don't really know who she is personally, people are naturally drawn and curious about things that they don't know. So because people don't know her personally and they want to be in Toke Makinwa's words so badly, they would subscribe to that thought in an instant.
I feel like when Saida Bodge said what she said about, taking money from men and having this
talking stage, put
talking
it
stage, saying she wanted 20 million naira for talking stage or whatnot. I can't remember what the figure was. I feel like she herself did not believe what she was saying. She was just trolling. No. She was just trolling.
You know what?
And it did work. She's trending. She trended for a minute. In fact, I think
she got banned on all social media platforms too for a bit.
I think she's back up.
Yeah, I said for a bit.
Yeah, she
my
wanted to start
opinion on
on
this lady's
Instagram.
particular lady is that I feel like people were blowing the whole thing out of proportion. If a man should come out tomorrow and tell me it's on social media and go on a podcast and say, "Oh, I cannot date a woman that cannot cook meals for me at 4 a.m."
Sorry. I have to say something now. So all the boys, all the men listening out there, don't date a broke babe. Never, don't ever make that mistake. If she's not getting her own bread, stay away.
That one pay me.
Stay away. Like
she's
as
a
dude,
parasite.
as a dude, you're not ready for a relationship if you're broke. So if the lady broke too, man, let them chill. Do you understand? Like because we can't keep stressing ourselves.
You brought a gun
another
to
thing.
knife fight.
Another thing is, people don't know it is not a girl versus boy thing. It's not. Can you cook? Can you wash my clothes? I mean, things have moved past that.
Boys should sit down and think about is really, if you are paying a girl, if you are giving a girlfriend allowance, and let's say you're probably in your early 20s, and your mother is still alive, do you believe she's doing more than your mother is doing at that time?
Word.
I don't understand I don't understand why you think it is normal. Wife allowance is allowed.
I mean, you're married.
In fact, you shouldn't be entitled to anything if you're unmarried.
Anything.
So now you've mentioned this wife allowance.
I'm not saying all mothers out there are great. I have a great mom, but what I'm saying is that it gets to a point whereby you have to understand one thing as human beings. You don't put your art where there is uncertainty and be comfortable. You see boys going bizarre on the internet. You see boys going crazy, literally crying over a girl, blah, blah. They're not crying because they wasted their semen. It's because they've invested money. Just like money in a way is time. And time in a way is money. Like if you understand that, like when you don't have money with you, you know that like it is hard to move.
Yeah.
To get things done.
And it feels like time is slow.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So when you give, that's why even women don't take money from dudes, because they want you to commit. That's the way of committing. They want you to commit. So
he will beat you black and blue.
So they break your heart like this.
That's commitment.
That's commitment.
So let's take it.
Because you know naturally, an average guy loves money. There's nothing you tell
everybody
boys.
Loves money.
No, shoot, I'm telling you that there are women that genuinely likes a guy.
Of course.
Women are there that
but men are programmed on auto
to be providers.
Exactly, to love money first.
So now
and
because
if you don't love money first, you're making it so you have to love God first, no offense. But after God it is money.
I love the way you're doubling back.
Oh yeah, just so people don't get too desperate out there.
So now you've mentioned all these things, do you think in any way our culture promotes these things? Because I mean we're Africans, and we see it in movies, and we also see it if we grew up in a village or we know people in the village, we know of this circumstance where there's this man that wants to get married to you, and he comes to your parents and just give them stuffs. It could be bushmeat, it could be fruit, it could be yam, 2 bags of yam or something like that, just to take care
or
of
a
you.
certain alcoholic drink.
Thank you. Palm wine and all that, just in case you don't have money for the alcoholic drink. So do you think our culture in any way has enabled this, so to say, modern day name called the girlfriend allowance?
That's totally different from girlfriend allowance.
Oh really? Please explain.
According to, you mentioned culture, that I think is a sign of respect, a sign of intention. Hold on. A sign of respect.
Let the Gen Z talk, man.
I came with fire on this.
I can see that you all did.
I came with fire.
It is very.
You are known for dragging other people.
Better catch up, but don't allow them to.
You know what? It's a matter of like different opinion, different opinion.
As much as I would love to take Bolawa's own suggestion, because of our facial expression, we really have to go on the break, and when we get back we will get fresh perspective on this said girlfriend allowance, and if it is the right cause or it is a bad thing. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is still the Red Room Dialogue, and we've been talking and having very juicy and spicy conversation, but let's make it a little bit more spicy by asking, do you think it's normal and it's okay for you as a girl to negotiate how much you be earning? So let me paint a scenario, yeah? Don't laugh. Let me paint a scenario, yeah? So the guy says, so I'll be giving you 50,000 naira every month, yeah? And then you ask the lady, you now ask, oh, okay, just 50k, okay, no problem.
Can we do
wait now. You now say, in the days where you don't have money, what will now be the benchmark? I don't want you to go below 30k. If you don't give me 30k as the lowest, don't give me any money at all, but it has to be 50k or 30k lowest.
What is that girl doing for you? Go.
Does it come with
Ishemi is my story that I'm scenarioing. Okay. So yeah, is it even normal to have that kind of conversation as a girlfriend?
No.
Talking stage girlfriend?
Nope. It's not normal.
They say no.
Something is wrong with you. Something is.
I have a question.
Sorry, ma'am. Something is wrong with you because that already looks or sounds like a job interview, but in an informal way, where you can't call the person sir. That's just how it is.
Oh, so people call their boyfriends.
Some people, I don't want to mention names that I know.
That's weird.
But it's so tacky. It's so tacky. It's not even the perspective of the guy. It's so tacky of you as a lady. Okay, lady is too posh and it's for actually sensible and reasonable. Girls, as a girl, to sit across the table from a guy telling you that, or you telling him that, can we do, I know you said 70k, but can we do like 100? Oh, you can't do 100. Okay, so how low can you go? Oh, you can do 50. Okay, so let's not just like, are you not loved at home? Like, make it make sense.
You know what? From my end, it just looks ras. That's like ghetto behavior. Honestly, I'm sorry, I can't. It's ghetto behavior.
Preach, sister.
I've had someone walk up to me and he was trying to like move to me, like ask me out and stuff, and he was like, yeah, if you be my girlfriend, I'll give you a so amount of money per month. And I was just like, any guy that's trying to like throw money at you for you to date him
at the first instance
is like that was and that was like my first time meeting him. Actually, that was like the first time I met him, and he was just like off the bat, it was just like yarning, and I was just like, yeah, anybody that's throwing money at you like that is never He's never a good person.
Girlfriend allowance in itself is beyond doing something that is like the common knowledge. Because why would you sit down to negotiate for the next thing somebody?
She was just a scenario.
People do it.
I have never seen anybody.
Take for example that man that approached you. Approach somebody. I am so sure that man, you will not be the first person that he would have done it.
Said, okay, let me be. Yeah, I will take care of you.
Do you know that you will not be the first person that he would do that with? And there are other girls, exactly. And there are other girls that he has done it to that fell.
You classy lady, fine. Just ego Igbo like you. Somebody looked at you as posh as you are and said, "Let me be."
Okay, you guys.
I don't look like a hungry girl.
At the time for this thing, I was in my very early 20s.
Were you hungry?
I was not hungry.
Exactly,
I understood what he was doing because I had experienced it more times before. But that one was just very. And the money he called was not like change. It was like substantial money.
1M.
I'm not going to comment. So the thing is that I'm okay. I'm doing very well for myself. I'm content. If someone else, another girl that is not doing so okay, she's struggling, her parents back home, that kind of girl that you describe, probably like she's the one feeding her mother. Why are you sending money to your mother at 16? It's like it has passed through a societal problem. It's now an economical problem now because it's speaking to our society. But why is a 16-year-old taking care of her mother? It's insane. So that kind of person that wants to enter a relationship, obviously she's going to be talking to you about girlfriend allowance from the start. How will her mother eat if she cannot feed them? So that is a survival mindset. That is survival.
But that's not the only option she has.
Exactly. Does she know that? She comes online, she sees Tokemakiwa, you already spoke about Tokemakiwa. She sees Bobrisky, she goes on TikTok. If you cannot press money, clear. She's like, you know what, you go see.
But she has data to go on those social media platforms.
That her boyfriend bought for her.
Even the social media we're talking about has the good and bad parts.
But you can use that same your data to go on Google and search for something that you can do, even as an illiterate.
Yeah.
Let's learn how to
be very realistic.
Do you know that tie and dye is a thing?
In today's Nigeria,
yes.
This day, what's this?
Right now, yes. I'm talking about right now, yes.
A girl that has this kind of economical problem that is feeding her parents at home. There's already a burden. The money that she has not made, there's already a burden. There are already mouths waiting for her to bring that money. The money that she has not made, you are not telling her to go online when somebody's already telling her that, guy, be my girlfriend, I'll take care of you. Do you know that
what does that line? I'll take care of you.
I'll take care of you. I'll take care of your bills. Anything you need, I'll get it for you. Don't worry, I got you. Girlfriend allowance, not worry. You tell her that, don't worry, I'll give you some amount by the end of the month. She say, that one cannot be okay for me. You know, my sister will go to school, my mommy will go to school. Can you go? Okay, I'll increase it for you. What's doing you? I'll buy you phone.
Listening to yourself now, what does that sound like?
It sounds ridiculous. That's why I'm using that voice so that you guys can know that even me, I found it ludicrous. What is the economical situation?
Let's not even digress.
That we find out
because now we're digressing. Even the Bible says,
I'm so sorry,
no
problem. I buy the economical situation. Yeah, it has become like a society thing. It's abnormal for a 16-year-old to feed the mother. But then again, you have tools at your disposal. So I want to believe that a 16-year-old that is already fending for money does not have a proper education. You are not well read. But even in your respectfully low estate, there are things you can do. This sense, God, this brain that God gave us, it is not God that would keep expanding the capacity of its functionality for you. It is you, how deep and well you're able to think, how much you are able to empower your own mind. Then you begin to tap into this. That's how the brain works.
So now that we're back to this conversation after a lot of back and forth with Bolawa and Tayo, do you think this girlfriend allowance have like an impact on the girl's independence?
I'm not saying that it's a compulsory notion, you don't have to subscribe to it, but if you do decide to do it, it's just something you're doing because you're It's just being nice. And you're just trying to learn how to love someone better. It's not an investment. There's no ROI, there's no nothing. The money is gone. It's gone. Like, it's like if you give your sister money, are you expecting ROI? If you give a beggar on the road money, are you expecting?
So do you think I want to get the girlfriend I'm going to buy a car for, and she's expecting me to still fuel the car for her?
If she can't afford to, maybe you buy a car for her. If she cannot afford to fuel the car now.
You will not buy a car for your girlfriend if you don't need to fuel that car. So you want me to be giving you something and you want to leave me? What if money finish? What happens to me? You go to the next person.
Can you help them out here? What do you think?
Well, I'll go back to one of the things that we touched on in the beginning of the show, that the notion behind girlfriend allowance is what really matters, against what so many young girls has made it to be. And if we're going by that notion of, I just want to ease you, I want to just do something for
just
you.
one knock, don't do.
I just want to do something for you, right? If it's coming from that place, and the person that is receiving it is not entitled
to it,
then it will not necessarily tamper with that person's independence. I mean, they will still go about their jobs, they will still get money other ways, they will still do what they need to do as human beings, get their paper up and stuff. But if the person that is receiving is a jaga jaga girl,
or the guy that is
emphasis on jaga jaga,
and the guy that is giving is a jaga jaga guy.
I'm even saying the receiver now. If the person receiving is a jaga jaga girl, you are going to just rekpete and sit down there and think this is the porridge birthright story. That you will now sit down and carry cutlass and hoe and be eating like somebody that has not seen wealth before. So that can, if the receiver is operating from that mindset, it will mess up your independence.
Sky, please, can I say something?
And you will always jump from pillar to post, the next available option that can pay your bills.
With your shovel.
Digging, right?
I would also like to say that if the person giving it to you too is a jaga somebody that thinks he can own you and call you by 3 a.m. to come and do, I don't know what somebody does.
I could just
give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
No more, but what if I'm stressing 3 a.m.?
Can you just give me a minute? If the person giving you this girlfriend allowance, if your boyfriend is paying, if you feel like your boyfriend is paying you to be his girlfriend, I'm sorry, I don't think any amount of money can buy love. So you're already in the wrong. Just carry your bag and be going. Go to your father's house. Like that money, I see, you will work for that money and you will do more. Let me just tell you. If the person you're with, if the person you're with, if you get a sense that the money is giving you is kind of like trying to buy your love and paying you, if you feel like this person is paying you to be his girlfriend, my sister, you will walk past that money, I swear to God. So just carry your bag and run. So now we cannot pay.
So now we know that.
Before you get to the point whereby you want to start giving a girlfriend allowance, I'm not condemning it entirely. Make sure the girl is not, the relationship doesn't have any uncertainty there. The girl can actually return investment, so you can actually show your appropriate love. I mean appropriate love. Like, showing love, just showing love is not just showing love. There are some love that are shown appropriately.
I get his points.
I
say caring should go both ways.
Yeah, it should go both ways.
I give you allowance to ease you, aid you.
What do I get?
If you go out there and you see a mug that says "my man,"
just buy.
I mean, you don't have to even give anybody girlfriend allowance for that one. You don't even have to like. Why are you guys going that far?
And that's why to their marriage.
Yeah, the woman that's
if you don't give me nothing,
I won't give you. That's why I even want to ask this question. So what are other things that you can do to if I don't have money to do girlfriend allowance, I should have something else to.
People have, especially in today's world, we have like different love languages. So it's just a matter of like understanding your partner's love language and being there for them. You can be getting these things for somebody else and you'll be like, you don't need to do this. I have somebody to do it for me. I have a cleaner that does it for me. You don't need to go grocery shopping for me. But maybe that person likes words of affirmation, quality time, you could do those. You could make sure that you could go the extra mile to make sure that you are doing that. But I don't want it to be a part of, okay, because I'm getting girlfriend allowance. It's a relationship. People contribute like different things to the table. You don't need to give me girlfriend allowance before I know that, okay, this is my partner and he likes words of affirmation and I'm giving it to him. I don't need you to give me girlfriend allowance before I know that, okay, my partner likes quality time and I'm giving it to him. It's just a matter of like just understanding people. Like some women will tell you that girlfriend allowance, what's that? Why are you paying me? I don't like that. I don't do that. Like the money would be offensive to them.
I like it too.
Like
one of one.
like right here, the money will be offensive to them. Like, why are you paying me that money? But to some people, it's like, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Like, it's this like understanding the people you are with
your partner.
And I kind of agree that.
It's good at what you know, anyways.
Like, exactly. And this whole girlfriend allowance thing, does it erode like independence?
Kinda.
A bit. Actually, a bit. If you're a good boyfriend, you should be trying to build your woman up. Like, I don't want the money to now become like,
There is no be sharing. What happens in the few months? What if you pay January, money no can show much?
Okay, so my
There's no be
own
sharing.
You are going back to the previous
my own final contributions would be that kindness is not talked about enough in relationships. And I believe after the butterflies have disappeared, because it will, let's be real.
It does?
Yes, it does.
I have a girl that I've loved for over 2 decades.
a real lover.
Yeah.
After the butterflies, I
mean, she's probably married now. I don't know what she's doing right now, but I still, know my problem.
Are you living with her? Are you smelling a mess every day?
Butterflies don't die. I'm telling you, it's a fact.
It does.
It doesn't.
Love goes away in a relationship.
I would have to experience that anyways.
Yeah.
That's why I need to marry. Quick.
So after the lovey-dovey feeling of if I don't see you, I cannot eat. If I don't see you, I can't sleep. After all of that has passed, there is something that would sustain you. True friendship.
Oh, okay.
So even if you're going into a relationship, that's why like our older generation, baby boomers, will always say, oh, marry your friend, or even go into a relationship with your friend.
Okay.
It is not a mistalk.
So those are not butterflies.
It is not a mistalk, because that real friendship, in that real friendship, there is true kindness.
So there's still butterflies instead of friendship.
No.
Because
the butterflies that I'm talking about is the lovey-dovey. Oh, baby, you didn't call me. I miss you. Those are the butterflies that I'm talking about. AKA.
I mean, like,
so
there are people that when you just think of them, your face just light up. Real talk.
She's saying it goes away.
It goes away. There are days you will say,
really?
have you seen when I'm on my period? I will see you and I will wait you.
And a lot of factors like contribute. But what I'm trying to say is kindness, I always say, will always be cute. And I think it's not talked about enough in romantic relationships. Because if it's giving you 5K today, or 20K tomorrow, or ₦1 million next tomorrow, and then the money is not consistently coming. Of course, there would be those days that there would be downtime. There will be those days that you people won't be feeling yourselves. There will be those days that you just want to chill and in your different
But when you now wait until wife allowance, you don't have to go through that phase, because when you go, like now, where I work, you can actually create trust funds, mutual funds. You can actually create investment banking and put in money that's going to put your wife on payroll.
But I'm not talking about life. I'm talking about relationships.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That it is not healthy for relationships. Making all those financial commitments for just girlfriend that can just waka go. Oh God.
Use rope and tie her down now. Maybe she can just waka. Use rope.
It's true.
Tie her down.
So by and large, another thing you could do, in a relationship, other things to like it, apart from the love languages that she has said. And I love that you mentioned act of service. Act of service is one of my love languages. But another thing that would always be cute. It's just kindness. And kindness can stem to different things. Buy gifts, do
And it's
things,
love and sharing.
So yeah.
For you is love and sharing,
love and
you is
sharing.
kindness, you is love languages. Well, this has been a very, very interesting and eye-opening conversation. I want to say a big thank you to you, Bolawa, for being on the show as always and bringing your unique vibes to the show. I want to say a big thank you to you. Thank you today, my financial analyst. Thank you, Michelle, for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And with this, we've come to the end of the show. It's been an amazing topic. Whether you subscribe to a Girlfriend Allowance or you do not, leave it in the comment sections. Let us know. Tell a friend about, iRival Studios and the Red Room Dialogue. Until we all come your way next time, we say bye for now.
Bye-bye.
In for a beautiful ride in the red room. All your doubts and fear we cater to. We dot all the I's, cross all the T's. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, we'll take you on a journey. Everybody, let's go. You better speak.